seem to have started quite a trend. It seems that this week everyone's doing their own podcast, which is cool. I mean, it's cool to hear people talk, hear their voices, and people are having fun with that, it seems. So, that's good. I will give a special mention to my favourite one, though, which was Logan's podcast, where he basically read out the thread titles on the twIMDb board in what was his version of a British accent, which was absolutely hilarious. So, thank you, Logan. That was good. On the board this week, it's been a bit of a slow week. Actually, we had a troll invasion the other night. They were all wrestling fans from, I guess, a wrestling board. I don't know if it makes them cool to troll an internet forum that is frequented predominantly by female teenagers, but okay. We have our own trolls, you know, guys. We don't need outsiders to annoy us, but whatever. Last night was interesting. Everyone was really pervy last night. It was quite funny. We had so many threads about who's the hottest girl on the board, who's the hottest guy on the board. It was pretty strange, but kind of funny. Everyone was posting pictures, and I don't know, I think a couple of people felt it got a bit out of hand, because, I mean, to be fair, it's your decision if you post a picture of yourself on the internet, but you never know who's looking at it. So I'm not saying it was a good thing or a bad thing, but, you know, at least it was entertaining, if nothing else. There was one thread last night that really upset me, actually. It wasn't to do with the who's the hottest boarder. It was Megzors posted it, and it was celebrities that you can't stand or something. And a common theme throughout that thread was Nicolas Cage. That was upsetting. What's wrong with Nicolas Cage? So many people said they didn't like him. Lucy said it, Christina said it. I mean, no, okay, I can appreciate how some people might find him a little annoying, but I like him. I think he's cool. Speaking of celebrities, can someone please explain to me what Ellen Page is all about? I mean, I know who Ellen Page is, but why are we so obsessed with her? Why is the board obsessed with Ellen Page? It seems that every other thread is about Ellen Page, and she's like the standard answer to every question. Like, if someone asks, who do you want for the next president? Ellen Page. Okay, that's great. I mean, nothing against Ellen Page. She's cool, I guess, but can someone please explain to me what that's about? Because I'm confused. And I'll just apologise now, by the way, for my voice. I've got a bit of a cold this week, so my voice is even stranger than normal, guys. So sorry about that. I've also made a decision regarding the podcast in that I am going to carry it on, because people seem to be enjoying it, I guess, so I'm going to carry on with it, but I'm just going to be doing one a week, so probably around the end of the week on like a Friday or a Saturday. If something big happens on the board or something big happens regarding Twilight, then I will probably do a one-off podcast to talk about that if I feel that it needs talking about, if I feel that there's something that needs to be discussed. But other than that, I'm just going to be doing one a week. I also thought that if I'm going to be carrying on with this, we should maybe try to work in some like regular features so that it has a bit of structure and it's not just me rambling for 5 minutes. So one thing that I thought of was we could maybe do twIMDb of the week, whereby I pick a boarder that has been particularly funny that week, or has posted a really good thread, or, you know, made a really good comment about something, and, I don't know, I guess give them a mention and talk about them for a minute or two. I thought that could be quite nice. But as for other ideas for regular features, I have no idea, so I'm going to ask you guys what you think I should include. You know, what do you want me to talk about? What do you think should be a regular feature? So if you've got any ideas, put them in a comment on the twIMDb channel page. So, you know, in the sidebar it says twIMDb, click on that, put it in a comment on that page, and I'll pick the best ones and give them a go and see how it works out. So comments about this podcast on this page, suggestions for the next podcast on the channel page, and that'd be great. So I think that's everything for today. Oh no, there was one more thing that I wanted to say, which is completely unrelated to Twilight, completely unrelated to the board, so if you want you can just close the window now. But I found a new singer this week who is great, and I realised I was kind of late to the party on this one because by the looks of things he's already had quite a few albums out. but if you haven't heard him, then you're welcome, because he's fantastic. You know how crap I am with pronunciation, and when you see his name you'll understand why I didn't try and pronounce it, but I'm going to put a link in the sidebar to his MySpace, and you should definitely check him out. That is, if you haven't already. Like I said before, it's not like he's just starting out. He's been around for a while, I think, but I only just discovered him, so you'll have to excuse me for that. So enjoy that, and I'll talk to you next week.